Ladies and gentlemen, the comprehensive THORnews Hurricane Sally coverage continues. And now that cranky weather guy has gotten his pre-weather Twitter fight out of his system, he's back to giving us the really good information. Now the real run begins. Anticipate notable uptick in 2 to 5 a.m. Eastern time frame. And in a previous tweet, he'd mentioned that it happens after midnight. So we are going to see this thing strengthen. I've been saying I thought it would be Category 2 or Category 3 hurricane by landfall, which would make it a major hurricane. And so I definitely think people should be preparing for a major landfalling hurricane. Now, exactly when and where it will land, I do not know, and that is a big question. And yes, dude, your morning assessment on Twitter was unpopular just because they don't know you and they don't know exactly what you're talking about. Anyway, intensification process sometime after midnight. And so we are probably definitely going to be going through another burst of rapid intensification. And this thing is projected to make landfall anywhere between Tuesday and Thursday. And so the longer it takes to make landfall, the more rain it will drop all along the coast. And so if it's Thursday, you're looking at upwards of 30 inches. You're not talking inches of rain, really. We're talking feet of rain. How many will you get? 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot. And yes, it is beautiful to watch, but it is dangerous. It is deadly. And for people involved or their loved ones, it is scary. But not as scary as having a snake pop out of the toilet and bite you on your penis. I mean, this is like the second story in a month. That shit's... I don't like that. I'm Star-Lord New Thor 7, your planetary defense commander. And, yeah. Anyway, it has started to slowly strengthen. Hurricane Sally, not the snake bite. And so how low will it go? Nobody knows. But we'll check it out. And there will probably go a rapid intensification rate. So I think we could see 950 millibars. Thank you to Jackson Dill the Pickle showing us the situation we're dealing with. Hurricane Sally is located in a region of very weak steering winds, prolonging the threat for heavy rain and flooding between now and Thursday. Some locations will receive over 2 feet of rain because of this. Now here's the situation. So here's your wind shear, right? And then you got your wind shear down here. And so Hurricane Sally is kind of getting trapped in a pocket where it doesn't have a lot of pressure, doesn't have a lot of wind, doesn't have a lot of steering currents. So it's just kind of slowing down and floating along, right? It's just kind of drifting now. And it is showing signs of stalling. Anthony M. Recon has found that Hurricane Sally has basically stalled out. And depending on how long it stalls, there is a chance upwelling could come into play, but it's not a guarantee. As I haven't seen any signs of that yet. And so a stalling, strengthening hurricane is sort of a worst case scenario. And if and when it closes off the eye wall, it is Katie bar the door. So I hope everyone in Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi has made their preparations and has a plan. And, you know, when it makes landfall is still unknown. The slower it goes, the more it stalls, the more it'll be Harvey-esque. And you can get anywhere from 24 to, I'd guess, 37 inches of rain in some spots. But we're talking everywhere around it is going to get anywhere from like 8 to 10 inches. So this thing is just a monster rainmaker. And Ellie, if you're out there, thank you. You are awesome, and you've always been awesome. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you for putting a smile on my face. Okay, so yeah, dude, and then you got this thing over here that's like has a 40% chance of developing, but it's just been hanging out there forever, which is weird. And if you guys want to have some really crazy, morbid competition, 35 people died in wildfires in the blue states, and I think 25 people died in Louisiana, and now these will be in the red states. So, you know, try and play defense. Try and be smart. Try and put aside bullshit politics and work together. We got a long hurricane season ahead of us. We are most definitely going into Greek letters and hurricane names, and we are really only halfway through the season. And I got a feeling some may come this way. And then we got crazy homegrown ones. That's what Sally was. Just popped up out of nowhere. Gave us about 5 days warning. 7 maybe. And the ocean looks kind of nuts, my opinion. Definitely. And that kind of looks like an eagle wing. Yeah, I don't even know. And then Paulette just hit Bermuda. It's like the story of fire and ice and fog and flooding. But definitely you can see here where you have major flash flood warnings. Rain bands are just now making it onto shore. Well, have been in Florida, but will now start in Alabama and then into Mississippi. And that is annoying. And it's a big whole slow-moving event that will affect the eastern corridor, or that would you look at that right angle. And I'll be tracking it for y'all, and I'll be tracking all of them. But see how there's this one over there? It's all so weird right now, man. And then these ones, oh geez. But yeah, there's a lot of precipitous water, and it is definitely starting to get its eye and act together. So it is slowing, it is stalling, and it is strengthening. The things we did not want to happen. So please be prepared. Stay cool. God bless everyone. Talk to y'all soon.